Asinya Attorneys Incorporated, a boutique commercial and taxation law firm in Midrand, Johannesburg, South Africa. Strategic lawyers on point with more than 20 years of practice experience. We are professional, capable, and qualified.
As a church leader, your time and resources are limited. It's difficult to find discipleship and Bible study materials that are affordable, easily accessible, and high quality. But there is a way to equip the people in your church every day of the week without losing sleep. Welcome to Right Now Media, the world's largest library of video-driven Bible study resources, used by more than 20,000 churches, schools, and organizations. With a Right Now Media subscription, everyone in your church can access thousands of biblical resources for kids, couples, small groups, and more. Give your members access to great content, anytime, anywhere, on any device.
And God specifically says, the way you think, that's not the same way I think.
Equip and inspire everyone in your church beyond Sunday.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me right here in Solomon's Temple. My name is Solomon Izang Ashoms. They call me Uncle Solomon. Great to have you here. I hope you're doing very well. Thank you for regularly checking in here and checking out some of the videos that we have in there already. Thank you so much. Obrigado. Danke. Dankisha. Now go day. Please continue to check out the videos and don't forget to also subscribe. Subscribe and make sure that you follow all the videos that we're going to be dropping, and make sure you also comment and like. We would really appreciate that. Yeah, thank you for everyone who's here already. I see some of you guys. Tunde is watching from East London, as the Eastern Cape of South Africa. Baldwin says, Pastor saying, happy birthday, belated birthday, bro. Thank you so much. My birthday was 2 days ago, on the 21st. That's my birthday. Thank you, Evelyn. Great to have you here. Kelly, First Lady, watching from Limpopo. Yusuf, yes, I'm doing well from the UK. Thank you so much. Pumzi Lay, all the way in New South Wales, Newcastle to be precise, in Australia. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Bongani. Thank you, everybody who's checking out here. All the Bereans that are in the house, Maliba, Karaps. Awesome to have you guys here. Well, I'm about to talk about an incident that has been kept as a top secret, with the allegations being that Pastor Chris Oyakhilome's nephew got a girl pregnant about 2 years ago. He's 23 years of age, and they just kept it top secret. I'm telling you stuff that only very close family members and friends know about this. Now, why am I sharing this? I'm sharing this because, you see, sometimes we put ministry before family. Each and every one of us, the first ministry that God gave us when you're married, if you're married, that is your family. As a woman, your first ministry is your family. As a wife, as a mother, as a husband, as a father, your first and most important ministry is your family. How are you mentoring them as a father? How are you nurturing them as a mother? That's the most important place. You can leave every other thing, but your family you cannot leave. You can get everything right, but if you don't do your best for your family, then something is wrong. I'm saying this because we've seen quite a lot of pastors and prophets who totally ignore the needs of their family. And I'm not talking about financial needs. It's not enough for you to provide for them financially. It's not enough for you to provide for them spiritually. You have to provide for them emotionally. And that is the area where a lot of them, even physically, some of them are not even there. You're there doing ministry, you're jumping there doing ministry, you're jumping there doing ministry, you're all over the place. How do you explain that? And you even try to justify it. I know a lot of people that kind of attitude destroyed their family. Some of them destroy their children. The children don't even want nothing to do with ministry, nothing to do with the church. It will shock you the kind of lifestyle they're living. And zooming into Christ Embassy over the years had this whole thing about, you see the husband who is a pastor and the wife is also a pastor. The husband is leading a church, a Christ Embassy church in a different country. And the wife is leading the Christ Embassy, another Christ Embassy branch in another country. How did we get here? Pastor Chris was a very good example. He was leading Christ Embassy globally, but based in Lagos, Nigeria for so many years, whilst his wife and his two daughters were based in the UK. What happened to his marriage? Of course, divorced. So I wasn't shocked when they said he was divorcing. You don't live together, so there's actually no marriage there. And you can also sit down and imagine what that has done to the children, the two daughters. You think they are all okay and everything? You're going to see with time what's going to happen. So don't be surprised if one of his daughters, God forbid, gets divorced later or doesn't really understand how to relate to a husband because the father wasn't there most of the time, isn't it? So this brings us to Pastor Chris's brother, who they actually sort of like started Christ Embassy together. They call him Rev Ken Oyakhilome. He was based here in Johannesburg for a long time, and then he got into trouble, and they had to get him out of the country. They moved him to Dallas, Texas, and from there he moved to Canada. When he moved out of South Africa, his wife, Pastor Osei Oyakhilome, took over, right? Pastor Osei Oyakhilome took over. So this is Pastor Chris's brother, Pastor Ken Oyakhilome, and that's his wife, Pastor Osei. He was the leader of the church in Johannesburg and Southern Africa. Then he ran into trouble with the courts, with the law, and they moved him to Dallas, to Texas. And now they moved him to Canada. I think he's somewhere in Ontario or so. And his wife now became the leader of the church in South Africa for over 10 years. Until last year, I think, they now moved her to Los Angeles. So now she's in the US, Los Angeles, and he's in Canada. They've been apart for over 10 years while she was here and he was in the US. No, people, help me reason. What sort of a marriage is this? And they have kids, 2 boys, right? They have 2 boys. This is one of them here, the one I'm talking about, Alvin. You can see Christ Embassy here. It was his birthday a few years ago, and they were wishing him, happy birthday. They call him brother Alvin Oyakhilome. So Pastor Chris Oyakhilome, he is his uncle. He is his nephew. Because Pastor Ken, Pastor Chris' younger brother, is his father. Now it is this young boy, this is him here. They lived in Johannesburg with their mother for a while. From allegations that I've heard, they got into a lot of doing different kind of stuff that is just not ungodly. And from what I heard, the allegation is he got a girl pregnant 2 years ago. And they kept that a top secret. What I'm telling you, only family members and people who are close to the family, extremely close family friends, are aware of this. He's 23 years of age. He's 23 years of age. Now, I know pastors' kids make mistakes. Even my uncle is a pastor. One of his daughters actually got got pregnant. And they obviously, I come from a culture where you get somebody pregnant, you get married to them. So they got married. And she got pregnant by another pastor's son. But the thing is, there are different scenarios. Like in that case, the father is always present. I know that because I was there. That doesn't justify that you should get pregnant. But you see, sometimes kids make decisions because the parents are not around. They're not present in their life. They're not working with them. They're busy doing ministry from here to there, from there to there. The ministry is far more important for them than their children. Church is far more important. You see your pastor, you clap for him, you think because he's a good preacher, that means he's a good father. But the kids are there crying and saying, my father is never around. There are a lot of pastors' kids. I know a lot of them that have been through that are going through that. You're staying in different locations. Families are meant to stay together in the same location. Yes, sometimes you have to go and work somewhere, but then you cannot be away for a long time. If you live for a long time, obviously you're going to start another life there. You're going to forget out of sight. Sometimes it gets you out of mind. Before you know it, you have another woman there. You begin to have children there. You begin to have another life. Now you have two homes and you left your kids here and you didn't really mentor them and groom them appropriately. This is not just for pastors, but even you and myself as a Christian. Are we allowing our business or our job to take our time and we don't spend time with our kids? I just came back from football training with my kids. My kids are 7 and one is turning 5 next month, and they fell in love with soccer. And I just thought, and they kept saying, we need to take them to a soccer school and all that. So they go to school, they close at 2, and then I pick them up, and then we go to soccer training from 3 to 4. The younger one trains, and from 4 to 5, the older one trains. While the younger one is training, I'm helping the older one do his homework at the football training ground. We do that 3 times a week, 3 days a week. On Saturdays and Sundays, most times we have football matches to play. So we go to another part of the city. But I'm beginning to know them. I'm beginning to understand them. And I just felt, wow, what a precious moment. And I can confidently tell you, I don't see myself living there for a month that I'm doing a job somewhere. No. Too long. And then you live for 6 months. Then you live for a year. To be honest with you, no matter how much you're going to pay me, there needs to be a place where I draw the line. I know it's hard and difficult for some people, but we have to look for a better way to manage it. Even if I leave, then why can't my family come with me? JAA here says, most Christ Embassy pastors are not in the same locations with their wives, so the children will have defective upbringing. Juliet says, that's not good parenting. I prefer families should stay together. Andre says, I saw that on Preachers of LA a few years ago, where the female bishop lived in a different state in America for many years, and they always said ministry requires some people to make sacrifices. You cannot sacrifice your family in the name of ministry. No. You cannot sacrifice your family in the name of ministry. Your children, at that age, they need you. You need to be there with them consistently. And it's not a shocker that the allegations about this young man, Alvin Oyakhilome, is he got a girl pregnant. So now if these allegations prove to be true, now it has actually begun to tend him already. Now he's a single father. And the allegations are much more. It's not just about him getting another girl pregnant. There are a lot of other allegations that came on about the use of substances. if you know what I'm saying. But these are young people. You need to be there for them. If not, they're going to get into destructive habits. That's what happens to a lot of young people. So just an encouragement to you, pastor, bishop, prophet, and also for you as a Christian, even if you're not a bishop or a prophet, please be there for your children. Whatever make the sacrifice you need to make is to be there with them, not for you to go and make money for them. And no. It's sad what's happening. Anyway, thank you so much, guys. God bless you. Please make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel. Shalom.